So we're at Newbury Residence Building in Farnworth, where we've got quite a few groups who meet here now. So the Melodramatics group meet here every week.
Okay.
We have a committee that is just forming that will be overseeing lots of different activity happening in and around this building. So we've got a knot shop here where people can come in and get clothing and toys and books and things like that in exchange for a donation of food, and then that food is going into our food co-op, which will be set up very soon as well. So people pay a membership of a small amount each week, and then they'll get a food parcel. We're going to link in with local sort of food growers and urban outreach, again, the food poverty charity. So then Melodramatics is our drama group with the Octagon. They meet here, and then we also have a crafting, arts and crafts group as well, who started off working with a local emerging artist, and now they're a self-run group. So it's a skills share really. So one person who might be able to do sort of embroidery will run a few weeks, and then someone else from within the group, from within the community, will lead on a sort of printing session or jewellery making. We started off wanting to develop a women's group in the area, so we'd just recently got the building next door opened as a UCAM, so an urban care and neighbourhood centre. So that's an open access centre with computers and housing staff there, so people can come in with housing inquiries. We have work clubs and IT sort of access points for people to do job searches and that sort of thing from the UCAN Centre. And it was new to the area about sort of March time last year, so 2014. And as part of sort of having a presence in the area, we wanted to start a women's group. So we ran a series of taster workshops. So we did different, I think we had puppet making, and then sort of a general arts and crafts type session. We had one where they were writing music and playing music and singing, and then another one that was around creative writing. We had a series of about 6 different taster sessions, and people seemed to really connect. The small group that came to those early sessions seemed to connect with the creative writing and liked that and wanted to do a bit more of that. So Lisa from the Octagon started to work with them just to sort of play around with developing characters and maybe write a script and just see where it went really. We didn't have a sort of end destination in mind at that time. And then they ended up writing a soap opera which they filmed, and the group sort of developed from that really, and they've got a real taste for writing and performing now. So when they were making the film, when they soon realised that there's quite a lot of time waiting around, so, you know, if you're not in that scene, there was quite a bit of downtime, so they just started to write, and they were writing the next thing, and it turned out that they were starting to independently almost write a play about domestic violence. They're now in rehearsals, and they've decided to improvise that play that they'll then perform over at the Octagon in September. Okay. So it's all very exciting and building up to that now. And they're also looking at how do they fundraise for domestic violence charities, and looking at becoming a constituted group so that they can access funding and become a sort of formalised group really to move activity forward and develop activity, get more people involved in the area, raise awareness about different issues. So at the minute it's domestic violence. They've already started talking about mental health and dependency on antidepressants being something that a lot of them have got some experience of, or their partners have, or someone that they know. So what they tend to do is work on things that they have real life experience of. So all of the group have had some experience or another with domestic violence, and similarly mental health and being on antidepressants seems to be something that a lot of them connect to as well. So it's very much about raising awareness. Raising money is something else that they want to do, and ultimately being a support network for each other, so they're a real solid group that there's a lot of trust and support within the group as well. There definitely isn't, walk in and okay, so what are we doing today? Waiting. They're not passive recipients of activity or information, certainly they're the ones who are like, okay, we're doing this and we're going to do that, and then what about that, and we're going to link with them, and then we've got this idea about this that's going on over there. So they're very proactive and very much in the lead with support from Bolton Home and the Octagon. There's a lot of social housing in this area, so there's quite a lot of social housing together. Some areas it's kind of sprawled out and in pockets, whereas here there's a lot of housing all in one area.
Yeah.
It's a predominantly white area here. It's not as mixed as some of the other parts of Bolton. Although obviously, you know, that's ever shifting and ever changing, but sort of there's families that have been here a long time that are still in the same communities. And you know, there's the same issues that are faced in lots of places: high unemployment. There's food banks in the area that are used, hence why we're starting a food cooperative from here. So it's not exactly the same model as a food bank, but it's still addressing a food poverty issue. You know, people wanting support with working out benefits and the changes that are coming from welfare reform. So it was great for us to have the UCAN Centre opened up in this area and to be able to work in partnership with our sort of housing officers as well, to be in the heart of the community really, so that we're an easy access point for people. So we're still really in the process of engaging with people, getting people through the doors, letting people know what's going on and building up. So we're building up services, activities, opportunities that people want and need, rather than putting on a whole sort of service that really nobody's asked for. So we're wanting to engage more and more with the community here. So that's why this group and the groups that use this building are crucial to us, because they live here, they're well connected, they know lots of people, they can tell lots of people about what's happening. Because we can put flyers through doors and, you know, put a poster up and send stuff out on Facebook and whatever else we can do, but that never works as well as people telling other people this is a good service, go and access it. That always works. So we will be door knocking and talking to people, and it'd be great for us to do that with some of the community representatives as well, because sometimes, you know, the Bolton at Home badge can be a barrier for some people. You know, it's that sort of authority figure, whereas people genuinely, community leaders, have so much more access to people and can give us more access to people than we can on our own. So we're definitely working as much as we can with the people that are here.